In 1962, research showed that obesity in America's population was at 13%. By 1980, it had risen to 15%. By 1994, to 23%. By 2000, 31%. And by the year 2007, the obesity progression in America had reached an unprecedented 34%. A U.S. Surgeon General report declared that obesity is responsible for 300,000 deaths every year. These overwhelming statistics reveal an alarming obesity trend, the need for diagnosis, and a call to action. And perhaps the most riveting statistics concerns obesity in children. Research shows that childhood obesity has more than tripled over the past 2 decades. From 2005 to 2007, diabetes in America increased 13.5%. Today, 23.6 million people in the United States have diabetes. That's 8% of the total population of America. In 2007 alone, diabetes-related medical expenses totaled $116 billion and were comprised of $27 billion for diabetes care, $58 billion for chronic complications, and $31 billion for excess general medical costs. Indirect workplace-related costs resulting from increased absenteeism, reduced productivity, disease-related disability, and loss of productive capacity due to early mortality totaled an unprecedented $58 billion. 1 out of every 5 healthcare dollars is spent caring for someone with diagnosed diabetes, while 1 in 10 healthcare dollars is attributed directly to diabetes. Healthcare costs related to diabetes are simply climbing higher and higher. America went from farming to factories, which both require physical activity. People ate their fruits and vegetables, and that was a big part of the good old American dream. People didn't realize it, but being physically active and eating right, we had good health in return. Now we live in an age of desk jobs, convenience, video games, and fast food. Every day we're growing more and more unhealthy in our eating, drinking, and exercise habits. Roughly 80% of all Americans do not get the required minimum levels of physical activity, and 25% are considered to be completely sedentary. With all the figures and statistics, it almost seems hopeless. Is America destined to being an unhealthy nation?
Can you hear me?
11.
Everybody,
12.
come on.
13.
Woo!
14.
Maurice Saliba's connection with exercise physiology, focusing on the high-risk and obese client, started very early in life. Extremely self-conscious of his own overweight body, Maurice demonstrated the proactive and passionate personality type that he naturally is.
I remember the summer that got me interested in exercise, and it was a summer where I remember swimming that year with my t-shirt on. I was very embarrassed with my physique. I was a little bit overweight, and I was too embarrassed to take my t-shirt off. And I remember there was this young lady that was so interested in other young men that were built better than me. And I was too intimidated to approach that young lady and ask her out. So I made a decision at the end of that summer. I said, next summer when I come back, I'll be swimming without my t-shirt and I will ask her out. I started working out at a small gym in Knoxville, Tennessee, and immediately I fell in love with exercise. I noticed the physical changes on me right away. I was impressed with other people that were bigger than me and stronger than me. I remember a guy by the name of Doug Furness, used to be known on the world level as one of the strongest men in the world. And Doug Furness can put 415 pounds on the bench and just sit there and warm up with it. That's 4 plates on each side of the bar. And here I am struggling with 25 pounds on each side of the bar. Doing under 100 pounds. And it was just instant attraction, instant love to fitness, to the point where I would go back to Wayne, the owner of the small gym, and say, Wayne, can I hang out and clean up the equipment? I know I don't work here. It was after school, and I just wanted to be around it so much. I was so impressed. I was so amazed. And of course, ultimately seeing the physique changing on me, my physique change, and that was the ultimate reward.
Maurice had gained such a passion for fitness that over the next few decades, he worked his way up from the gopher kid at the little gym to owning and operating several fitness clubs in Tennessee. During his 23 years as a fitness trainer, Maurice trained thousands of people, including Louise Mandrell, Terrence Oglesby, athletes, people from all walks of life and different fitness levels. But even this was only the beginning. Maurice Saliba turned his desire for fitness into a lifelong, passionate commitment to helping others, not just to lose weight, but to change their lives through safe and proper exercise and nutrition.
It was about June when we did the program at a local business, and about 15 people participated.
That's correct.
And the owner of the business says the person that loses the most weight is going to win. How much money did you win?
$1,000.
$1,000. She was the grand prize winner. Tell them in 10 weeks how much weight you lost.
24.5 pounds.
In 10 weeks. Talk to me about what finally drove you. I know your mom's been doing this for over a year. So did you see changes on Mom? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, she's getting smaller than me. That's what's bad.
My LDL has gone down from 176 to 72.
My sugar dropped. Doctor had me on medication. Last time I went to have it checked about 3 weeks ago, it was 101.
And last week you lost 8 pounds?
Right.
Is it because the holidays are behind us now and you're just kind of ready? Is that it?
I'm walking that green way. I'm dieting. I'm working it.
What about your average sugar? When you were tested, you were about 290, I think you said, or 209, 290?
280.
280?
And it's come down to the average is 100.
That is amazing. Tell them your age.
80. I'll be 84 in a few days.
84 years old, using the walker up till she was about 82, 83. And today you use it you have it just for safety, right?
The walker, period.
So I don't care how old you are, I don't care what condition you are. Am I right, Mom?
Right.
Tell them I call her Mom because she's my sweet angel.
After consultations with political, religious, educational, and industrial leaders throughout the state of Tennessee, Maurice came to the conclusion that a healthy lifestyle is attainable for everyone, and his determination led to a healthier Cleveland, Tennessee. A community-owned, community-based wellness program became a reality in January 2007 when a Wellness Steps pilot program was launched.
I wanted a program that is top-notch. I wanted a program that caters to the high-risk folks that don't get it in local health clubs and personal training studios or anyplace else. And we want to be able to communicate with their doctors, keep their doctors in touch on how their patient is doing, get release forms to their doctors, the doctors communicated back with us. Doctors loved that because they felt like their clients are in good hand with our club, with our trainers. So focusing on high risk is where my niche ended up being, and that's where the need is, and that's what we do.
Maurice Saliba's Wellness Steps program has been incredibly successful. From January 2007 through December that same year, 300 people joined the Wellness Steps program. Approximately 53% of those people stayed with the program. 20% came off many of their medications with their doctor's approval, and a total of 4,400 pounds were lost. On August 25th of 2007, Maurice was asked to speak before the first meeting of the Governor's Task Force on Obesity in Nashville, Tennessee. Representatives were on hand from the CDC, Vanderbilt University, UTK, and the medical profession, and various insurance corporations. At the end of that meeting, Saliba was invited to take a seat on their new board of directors. Maurice knows that an extremely high percentage of our current health problems stem directly from obesity. Diabetes, heart disease, and even depression are just a few examples. Through Wellness Steps, Maurice has already implemented techniques that have been proven to actually work to dramatically reduce obesity. This will in turn reduce many of the related and oftentimes serious health problems.
I remember a story about a gentleman that for decades, we didn't know this till after the fact, for decades he would take a shower, and at the end of the shower, he would sit on the floor of the shower so he can get water to the lower half of his body. Due to the size of his stomach, he couldn't get the water to the lower half of his body. And so to see that person lose his gut the natural way and be able to stand up in the shower when he told the story and not have to sit in the shower, amazing thing. There wasn't a dry eye in the audience. It was an amazing story. I'll never forget it. It's amazing. A great thing happens here to see the hope, to see the light in these people's eyes, and to see the hope in their faces. There's nothing like it. You can't describe it. Changing their lives as in a different way changed my life, and just makes me more an advocate toward helping individuals really come off their medication and lose their weight. You can do it.
With this system, individuals learn how to work toward a permanent impact on their health for the better.
It wasn't just talk with him, he had evidence of person after person after person whose life has been changed, and I just wanted to be part of it.
Since I started losing in May, I've lost 52 pounds.
Wow, and dress sizes, where are you?
I went from a size 22 down to I can either get to a 14 or a 16.
This program is not only in the right place at the right time, it's vastly more comprehensive and far-reaching in its proven effectiveness that there is absolutely nothing in the marketplace that even begins to compare.
Now, folks, though, you know, this lady right here, she's a member of the local YMCA, but you know what? We're honored to have her because she chose to come and work out with us. Keep it up. Good job. 19, 20. Awesome. That's why she comes here. It's better than being at a health club, right? More challenging? All right, I love it.
For the sake of our national health and to stem the tide of rising insurance costs, Maurice Saliba's system is exactly what America and the industrialized world desperately need.
I'm the winner, no matter what, and that was even like the $1,000. It wasn't. It's about reaching beyond your fear.
That's right. That's right.
You just feel like you've been encouraged and you feel like you can do it.
He's great. He's a very good motivator.
He's wonderful. He's a motivational person, and he ingrains it in your head. You know, never fall short, never quit. Oh, I love it. We all love it.
I love you too, sweetie. I appreciate you.